However, I started just realizing a lot of different things that turned out to be untruths.
Porsha Williams hasn't really been honest with the people in her life. First, she lied to her estranged husband, Simon Guobadia, and then another The Real Housewives of Atlanta alum called her out on Instagram. Now, every shady thing that Porsha has done is coming back to bite her, and you won't believe how crazy it gets. Porsha is at the center of a lot of drama right now, but how did she get here in the first place? After she and her ex-fiance, Dennis McKinley, separated in 2020, Porsha went back into the dating pool. She started dating Simon Guobadia, and in 2022, the two of them got married. But before Porsha and Simon started dating, Simon was actually married to Porsha's friend from The Real Housewives of Atlanta, Phelan Pena. Yes, you heard right. In fact, the first time everyone met Simon was when he was still married to Phelan, and the TV cameras came to their house. Simon was introduced as a Nigerian billionaire, and while on the show, he confessed his love for Phelan multiple times. But it seems like everything changed when he met Porsha. At first, Simon and Porsha claimed that they only started seeing each other after his divorce from Phelan. But at this point, everyone knows that that's a lie. Later, a friend even told Phelan that Simon and Porsha had secretly been seeing each other for over a year before they announced their relationship. As you can imagine, no one liked that Porsha snatched her friend's man, so she decided to quit the show and focus on other things. Everything was still perfect for Porsha, though. She had a lavish wedding, went on trips, and basically lived the good life. And she made sure that everybody knew it with her social media post. However, now that the marriage is almost over, Porsha and Simon are attacking each other on social media, and it's super messy. It's no surprise Bravo wanted some of this action. Even when it comes to the actual divorce proceedings, Simon and Porsha are each giving different reasons for the divorce. So that means that the truth probably lies somewhere in the middle. According to Reality T, Porsha claims that the reason she filed for divorce was because of the allegations against Simon. It was reported that Simon might have been involved in some financial crimes in the past. And until the allegations came along, Porsha supposedly never knew about this part of his past. Even when she tried to talk to Simon about it, he apparently wouldn't tell her what their financial situation was like. And it's not just the financial crimes. There's also an immigration case against Simon. And if he loses that case, he might be deported from the US. According to Porsha, she didn't want a divorce, but all of this was just too much, and it was like she didn't even know the person she married anymore. So she felt like the divorce was necessary for her daughter as well as her mental health. Meanwhile, according to Radar Online, Simon clapped back at Porsha, saying that she cheated on him. This is not the first time that Porsha has been accused of cheating on her spouse. But Simon even went as far as asking Porsha to explain her relationship with 5 people. Future was one of the 5 people that Simon wanted Porsha to explain her relationship with. The other 4 were Kelvin Awusa Ansa, Dennis McKinley, Jonathan Dupaton, and Ming Lee. He even went as far as asking the court to make Porsha not delete her text messages or interactions with these people so that they could be presented in court. Talk about a hot mess. But it still doesn't end here. Simon also accused Porsha of being a gold digger and only wanting him for his money. According to him, now that she has signed a lucrative deal with NBCU and has returned to the show, she's ready to jump ship. I mean, to be fair, she did file for divorce a few days after the announcement of the multi-million-dollar deal she signed with NBCU. This is apparently part of the reason why Simon wanted the prenup overturned. According to him, Porsha is not in a dire financial strait. Plus, he claims that she cheated on him and only got into the marriage for his money. But so far, it looks like Simon is fighting a losing battle. Firstly, he tried to get the court to let him in his marital home that he bought before they got married, but the court ruled in favor of the prenup, so he had to vacate the house within 30 days after the divorce was filed. And the house will remain with Porsha, even though she had her own house before they got married. On top of all this, there is also a lot of drama happening online. According to Atlanta Black Star, Porsha posted this on her Instagram stories. "If you keep telling your lies, I will start speaking my truth." She deleted the post soon after, but not before people took screenshots of it. When Simon saw it on the Shade Room, he commented, "Can't wait," with popcorn emojis. After that, Simon took to his Instagram stories and said, "If I didn't allow witches into my life, my angel wouldn't have worked so hard." Obviously, he was calling Porsha a witch. But then Porsha clapped back on her Instagram stories with ED, which is supposed to mean erectile dysfunction. It's clear what she was trying to say there. Simon then hit back, saying that Porsha was using the same old tricks she used with her exes. And then he followed it up by saying that he would sue her for her comments and that she should get her coins together. And he finished by saying, ED has never felt this good. Let me take my ED self around the world as a single man with no ducks in tow. It's likely that their divorce is only going to get messier and messier. But this is not the only reason why Porsha's life is currently filled with drama. She also has some drama with Nene leaks. According to Reality T, Porsha and Nene were supposed to work together on a Netflix series called The Upshaws. But while Nene was on set working, Porsha went to the producers to tell them that she couldn't work with her. Porsha claimed that she had issues with Nene and that she's difficult to work with. I mean, we have all seen the back and forth between them on The Real Housewives of Atlanta, but they've always talked it out. However, it turns out that Porsha still held on to some of their issues and didn't want to work with her. And when Nene found out what Porsha had done, she went on Instagram and put Porsha on blast. She told everyone what Porsha had done and how that could have put a huge dent in her career. Then people started asking if Nene had reached out to Porsha before putting their business out there. It turns out that Nene actually did text Porsha about what was going on. And what Porsha had to say for herself after sabotaging Nene was that Nene didn't check up on her despite the hardship she was going through. According to the leaked text, Nene and Porsha are no longer on the same side. It looks like Nene was recently out with some friends, including Simon. Yes, the very Simon that Porsha is in a nasty divorce battle with. But while Nene and Porsha were fighting, another The Real Housewives of Atlanta star, Cynthia Bailey, got the part in The Upshaws. And now it looks like all that drama has been laid to rest, at least for now. Anyway, what do you guys think about everything that Porsha is going through? Are you on her side in any of this? Let me know what you think in the comments below.